At what point of the season do you think Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua will make his debut?
It's after the bye. If he does at all. It's after the bye. I want him to start week 1. I think he should week 1. I know you and I disagree a little bit on that. And this wasn't like a planned hot takes disagreement where we both one takes a ridiculous side just to argue. We genuinely don't agree on this. If he's healthy, if he's 100% healthy, you drafted this kid to play him. I wrote something down here, and this isn't a real stat or anything. I made this up, but it sounds really good. 1 game starting is worth 6 games on the bench. I don't know what it actually equals out to, what it equates to, but that 1 game experience, the experience on the field, you can't get that on the sidelines. So the only reason to be sitting him in my mind is that he's not 100% healthy and you're protecting him. Maybe the line's not playing that well. You're not happy with. You don't want him to get hurt. But if those concerns are gone, then the kid's a stud. Like, you got to throw that kid out there and let him get some experience, let him take his licks. Yeah, but, then who knows, man? He runs out there, he gets hurt behind a poor offensive line or something. Like, we've made these additions, but we don't know what's going to happen. I think week 1 is what should happen, but I think after the bye is when it actually does happen, if at all.
Yeah, I am in stark disagreement with everyone thinks that he has a chance at week 1. So he's coming off a major hip surgery. We have at best, we'll have 4 new offensive linemen. Jesse Davis could lose his job to the kid out of Georgia, Solomon Kinley at guard. And we have 5 brand new starting offensive linemen. We do not have OTAs. I mean, he's probably missed out already on 9 practices that he would have had. So all that. So I don't think you take that risk. I think the offensive line needs to gel. But more than anything, Ken Gailey has made Ryan Fitzpatrick his quarterback at his last 2 jobs for 5 years between Buffalo and New York. And, he's the only guy that believed in Ryan Fitzpatrick as a starter, gave him money in Buffalo, hitched his wagon to him again in New York. He 6 years, and this will be his 6th season in the offense, to have a guy come in his rookie year, coming off of injury, who's really only been concerned about getting well, try to pass a wily veteran like Fitzpatrick, who's already favored by the offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. I don't see it possible that he could beat him out week 1. Shane Gailey's going to give him that chance. I would say, there's a part of me that thinks Tua is not, he's a competitor. He did it year 1 in Alabama with a guy. He was coming behind Jalen Hurts, who was in the national championship game the year before he got there. And that didn't stop him from taking the job. So I wouldn't bet against Tua taking over the job, but I think it's going to come down to, if Ryan Fitzpatrick plays like he did the final 9 games of last year, I don't see him giving this job up. And that would be my dream scenario, honestly, would be, I like the Dolphins winning. So I want to see Ryan Fitzpatrick come in, do what he did at the end of last year, have one last hurrah, take this team to the playoffs, and, maybe Tua comes in a meaningless Week 17 game in Buffalo